Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right. So sorry. I still have all those cards under here. What I'd really like to do is a recap of that. But not right this second because I'm trying to not get into that stack right this second. I got pulled to my black deck that has a flamingo, which I think is the Queen of Wands. Or maybe something representing... see, I'm hearing bilingual. I woke up saying gringo and then Latino. So I don't know if there's racism here. I usually don't wake up with gringo, but you know who I'm actually seeing saying gringo is what's his name? He was in a movie with Good Morning. He was in a movie with he's actually known as an actor, but was actually in jail. And he has her tattooed on his body. God, why am I spacing it? I'm hearing him saying gringo, but then I'm hearing Latina. So I don't know what's that, guys. I have no idea. I don't know if it's because I think I saw a commercial before bed, and was it Nikki Haley or something? I don't know. No. But like the Latino race and that. I'm hearing colored, so it's bringing me back to Spanish again. Bringing me back to slavery. And then jump in. It's actually bringing me all back to I can't find my deck, but not Biden. Let me think for a minute. Michelle. I keep saying Michelle Obama, and when I said the presidents, when I mentioned them, Barack Obama, I said Michelle first, like the first lady. But again, like with Obama, I also felt like a lot of people jumped on a bandwagon there because of color. But here's the thing I'm hearing too, like not all black. And then and I brought this up before. I have this beautiful channel. I forget. I think it's in not Nigeria. It's like black, and it's just stunning. So I have really. Let me try to find this deck. I have really no idea what this could have possibly fucking be about. Well, different, origins, but ethnicity and culture and I heard, well, I don't know. So like, but I was kind of hearing that, like, with an attitude. So I don't know. If you want to get down with me, I can be. Oh, what's that song? Every girl needs a little thug. Every homeboy needs a little love. But I don't know. It's almost bringing me like a teenager. It's bringing me back like wiggity, 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 whacked. What? So I don't know what the fuck this is. It definitely has to do with race. I can't find the deck I want. It has something to do with the flamingo. It's a black deck. It's got like a diamond on it. It's almost neon. Come and take a walk with me. But I'm getting really pulled to that actor and actress again. I don't know why. I absolutely love her too. She's one of my favorites. Hello. I just thought for a minute, what the fuck is her name? Is it Catherine Zeta-Jones? It might be. Yeah, I think so. And she did that movie. I'm hearing Rocky. It's definitely not Rocky. He actually did time in prison and became an actor, and he actually has her tattoo on his chest, knowing one day like he would meet her. And I'm hearing Antonio Barres. I don't know if I got pulled the Baron, but Antonio Banderas. Wow, I don't know why they're throwing all these tongue twisters in for me. I'm a little aggravated. I can't find that deck though. Kind of looks like this. It's just like it's plain, right? But it's black and it's got the purple. I haven't used that deck in a while. It's not that one. I don't know why. And now it's done. Oh, that's because it wasn't over there. It was in my other one. Here's a peacock. All right. Oh, it's a diamond. All right. Good morning. I know the energy underneath this board that I will go over for you. I want to get to this first before I have to leave. All the movies Catherine Zeta-Jones has been in. I think it was like one of her first movies too. I don't think I've ever seen that. American Honey. Okay, how do I want to word this? Then I can't find it. All the movies Catherine Zeta-Jones has played in with not Robert De Niro. What is his name? Okay, I can't find his name. It's driving me fucking nuts. Oh, I think this is it. Oh, where did it just go? No, that's not it. Authenticity is Catherine Zeta-Jones. Okay, this is not who I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of Selena. Okay. Yeah, it's not Catherine Zeta-Jones. All right, I'm going to start over because you jumped on. She's Latino. It was like one of her first movies. They put her on a set. Really, Peanut Butter? They put her on a set with someone who's actually a criminal. He has her on his chest, but he's actually an actor. Like I remember watching a movie like on his story, how he grew up with like his uncle, lots of drugs involved. I'm getting pulled to that story, so I also feel like this has to do with probably somebody who's spiritual or psychic. Like, because he had the tattooed on him years and years and years before he even met her. And it's a spitting image of her. What actor has a tattoo on his chest of Selena? Her name, I don't even think is Selena. Right? Oh, here we go. It's not Selena Gomez. It's still not telling me her name. I'm seeing her picture right here. This is killing me.
Well, the coolest tattoo I've ever seen is the one I got on my chest. I got that when I was in prison. I thought I was never getting out. If I thought I was getting out, I'd have got a little butterfly or something. Well, the coolest tattoo I've ever seen is the one I got on my chest. I got that when I was in prison. I thought I was never getting out.
He's funny, but it doesn't. It doesn't say his name. It doesn't. Well, Danny, but it's not saying her name. Like, why am I spacing her name? I'm like looking at it. Someone help me out. I'm getting pulled to Quentin. It's Rosie Perez? No, it's not Rosie. Selma Hayek. That's what it is. Oh my gosh. Okay. They're actually like really good friends. So he's a debt collector, drug dealer, often participating, witnessing in serious acts of violence, including murder. He speaks Spanish, Mexican American. Okay. She's half Lebanese and half Spanish. Maternal grandparents, Spain. So he's got a picture of Selma Hayek. So, but it's also pulling me to White Boy Can't Jump, right? White Boy Can't Jump. That's funny too, Rosie Perez. So there's definitely something to race. I'm hoping it's not political. I am seeing the Queen of, I think it's the Queen of Pence. It's the I woke up seeing the peacock on one leg, not the peacock. I forget what it was now. I was on the highway last night driving into God knows where. Not the ostrich. Flamingo. Okay, so the Lovers. So it's the Lovers. I thought it was the Queen of Wands. So they could be a different race, but I'm actually getting like I'm hearing Arabian Night, but I'm seeing Indian. Come and take a walk with me, baby. You guys could be the same race. I don't even like saying race like that. It just sounds wrong. But again, like with the Obama, all the people who voted that were plenty old and never voted before and only voted because, you know, I'm hearing spirits putting a speck of African American in them, which is very rude to say. But that's the way I'm hearing it. But I think that's the problem too. Like people like separating authenticity. So that's probably the problem. And you probably have somebody here who's racist, or you're with somebody you're not. They are. I don't know what's going on here. This looks like you're probably with the same sex, same color, same something. Heterosexual? No. I heard it, but they're saying no. But I'm just hearing heterosexual again. Well, maybe it's because I'm saying it weird and you guys aren't understanding me. So it actually sounds like it's coming out weird, like hetero, but I'm getting paid. I'm getting pulled to Pedro. But Pedro, what movie was that? So funny. He wore snow boots. No, it's his friend, and his friend was Mexican. Yeah, see, there's something here with race. But I'm looking at the Lovers and not necessarily a bad thing now. But I am getting pulled to like slavery, and what I'm seeing is not even slavery. I'm seeing like I'm getting pulled to the astronauts. I'm getting pulled to that movie. It was a great movie with what the fuck, I'm seeing all these actors, but not their names, where it was a NASA movie and it was like a black woman that worked, nobody in the same area, and he pulled down the bathroom sign. It was a very inspiring movie. But she's like, excuse me, if I can't get to the bathroom or whatnot, like I have to walk, 3 miles to use a colored bathroom. So this is so how long? Telling me to check. I'm 19 minutes into this and it's still all about, I'm hearing Latino. But it's like different things. Like, okay, so I'm not peanut butter gum. I'm not racist. I know there's racist people around me. I mean, I've had racist people, like, not as bad as it was, but, I even peanut butter up. You wouldn't think your friends are sometimes, but I've actually heard some things. Watch out. Peanut butter, watch out for Max. I've actually done it myself once when I was a teenager, and it was like it was so awful that I said it, and I felt so bad, and I never said a thing like that again. But I've even heard Marsh say something to me, or not to me, but I'd met somebody on a dating line a long time ago, and he was, I think it was Parisian. And she had texted something, or somebody did. Somebody grabbed my phone and texted something. I'm only assuming it's three people. But I think I had a conversation with him. It was so long ago, but I can't remember exactly what she said. I'm like, that's so rude. And she's like, I'm sorry, I was drinking. I was like, well, I mean, it wasn't that harsh, but it was rude. One of my other friends married someone who was Guatemalan, but it was like a jealousy thing for me when I was younger. I'm like, let's say hang out. And she would always hang out with him, and he lived in the woods in a tent. He didn't get along. His family like kind of like kicked him out. And I didn't say like, why are you hanging out with this loser? It wasn't something like that. I might have called him like a taco or something. Guys, I was like 14. No, it's probably like 15, like 14, 15. And I had never been so ashamed of myself in my entire life, but I know where I also got it from. But I've never done that. And I grew up in Lawrence, guys. So like my first kiss was a little Spanish boy. So I think it was just a kind of like jealousy. And I was actually shocked. And never again have I said anything so rash. And I've dated Haitian, Cuban, Spanish, you name it. Caucasian. I just heard never did Asian. Never went Asian. But I remember hanging out in Lowell. A lot of people were like, oh, don't go down that way. That's where all the guacs live. And please, no offense. Like, so there is something going on here where it's just wrong. Like, we're separating race. And I'm hearing Kamala. So acting like, oh, maybe it was a commercial I saw with like Latino and Black, how she separated it. And why would you think Blacks need more of your help? It's more you think Blacks don't want to be entrepreneurs like Trump. You know, it's shit like that. And I think I heard Trump in the same video say something, and this is just when I was doing dishes, something about I don't know if it was him or not, but like people only know her as Kamala, not really Harris. If you say Harris, it was something like that. You know, you wouldn't even know who you were talking about. And I get what he's saying there, or whoever it is he said it. So please don't jump on the bandwagon when it comes to because she's Black and you think she'll do more for you. It's like the Kelly Ayotte commercials I hear. It drives me fucking bananas when it comes to abortion and all this other stuff. But yeah, she takes money from pharma. You know, so this is a very crucial election. And please don't go off of authenticity. Whites, white supremacy, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to just be that, you know? So, and I find it annoying, like, taking just, like, Black history down, history in general. It's sad. So I don't know if something's going to come about when it comes to, I'm hearing earnings, but an earning, a yearning. I'm getting pulled to slavery again. Like, peanut butter, watch out. Max, go do something. Go do something with yourself. You're not going to stalk him. Thank you. I'm getting pulled to a peacock. That's a good message. There could be something going on. See, now it's taking me to the reading underneath. This one will also be continued with this one underneath when it comes to, I'm actually hearing voodoo. But the energy underneath was very motivating. So there's probably going to be a lot of, I'm hearing cat fights, which makes no sense. A lot of he said, no, it's definitely something about politics, lies, you know, how they look into everybody's background. Like, I liked the movie on Vance. And if I didn't know anybody's names and I already had that vision of we needed somebody younger, then we needed a young vice president. Somebody that can take over when somebody or they pass away, or, you know, I wouldn't say not being capable of their job, but, you know, it just got pulled to a bib, which is rude. So this is must be a pretty big, I mean, I was about to say, it must be a pretty big deal. No, a pretty big, I'm trying to put the birds on. Pretty big, oh, why am I in Paramount? I just went to Paramount instead of YouTube. But it's the election. Like, it's a big deal. Don't take it lightly. So what I was going to say was, I don't know if it was a dream or just in the midst of channeling, when Spirit said it's got to be somebody younger that can be vice president to take over, because we need 8 consecutive years. I'm hearing runs. Wouldn't that be nice? Then the world would probably be situated. I'm going to go with Joyce Craig. It's just want to get the birds on. So don't just jump on the fucking bandwagon again. Be like the other people that were talking out, you know, being like, I'm for Trump. Why can't I be an entrepreneur? Why do you have to look at me as lower income? You know, things like that. So, but with Biden, a lot of people jumped on that bandwagon. Now, if Michelle ran, it might be a whole different story, but I don't know what happened there. I don't really follow that stuff. She's still in the running for something else. I feel like that's a very dumb question. Someone just called me a blonde. Yeah, see, hear what I'm saying? So it was meant to come out like that, and it's meant for me to block that right now, because that just doesn't even sound. I feel like I had zero knowledge right there on something. Lady Grace? Who's Lady Grace? I'm just getting pulled to the dogs, but I just got pulled to Queen Elizabeth too at her dogs. What were they, corgis? Lady Grace. Who's Lady Grace? Isn't there a Princess Grace? Hey, Siri.
Uh-huh.
Who's Lady Grace?
Lady Grace is the fictional protagonist of the Lady Grace mystery series. This answer is from Wikipedia.
Thank you. Who is Lady Grace when it comes to politicians? Grace Anna Goodhue. Goodhue. 1923 to 1929. She was the first lady of the 30th president. She was really popular in the White House. Grace remains a popular presidential wife in the rankings of the first ladies. This is probably due to her image as an elegant, young, vibrant woman. 1903. And this was going on with all the slavery then too. So Nothing in the world can take place of presidents. Persistence, sorry. Nothing in the world can take place of persistence. And I almost got pulled to MLK earlier too, so seems like it's one of his most famous quotes. Nothing in the world can take place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful man with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Educated will not. The world is full of educated dialects. What belief was he? Fascist? Conservative? The prompt and effective response, Boston police strike 1919, thrusted him into the national spotlight as a man of decisive action. So it's basically saying, here we do need somebody like that. That's not afraid or willing to get their hands dirty. It's pulling me to like Ghost Riders, Black Angels, which is also pulling me to a reader. I heard her say something about what she said, like I rebuke dark energy, but then it's like this dark entity, but then it's like you can't have the light without the dark, and she talks about the light and the dark, but then she shits on the dark, but then says you can't have the light against the dark. So I don't know how the fuck she's separating the dark. I'm getting pulled to actually more readers than I'd like right now, just to kind of see where I'm going with that. Please don't say that person's name on my feed when it comes to that reader. For those who know me well, with one of her reads, you know exactly what she's talking about, and it was one of like and it had to do with karma and voodoo. Me and her typically read up on the same things once in a while. Again, please don't say her name, but she does mention my name once in a while, and I'm like, fuck. But she was on point with your guys are about to, mess with this. Well, not your guys, but this woman, it's that feminine energy that spirits just lost patience for. But to me, that's Matrix, so I don't know why we just jumped out of the Matrix and I was talking. So maybe she jumped out of the guys, I have no idea. But I still, when I'm like, please tell me I'm not getting downloads of information through this. And sure as shit, when she starts spitting out names and it's the exact names, I know I'm still kind of meant to get answers there, but sometimes it's not even answers that I'm seeking, guys. So I do find it strange, and I'm getting something about hidden foliage, but could be because you wrote hidden figures. And obviously, I just felt like it was said so silly. Like, obviously, the election is huge. So, I guess just don't jump on the bandwagon because, like you did before, like for those who did before, which I feel like is like there's still some people going that route, and I think that's why you have Latinos and I'm just hearing blacks, which is not the official word, so I hope I'm not insulting anybody, because it always makes me like not nervous but wary. Because it's not technically politically correct. And I would hate to sit back and be like, okay, or this, depending on where they're from, African American, or it's just Dominican, it's just, I shouldn't have to do that. So I think right there is the problem anyway, unless it's like, for those who are from that country, are part of that country and should be part of that country. And then others come here. But because I just got pulled to immigration too, things that have been caught recently near the Canadian border going, and other borders too, with, people coming into our country. But these ones don't look homeless. Right? These ones look like terrorists. Probably just got flagged for that video. Probably just got flagged for saying that word. Again, making our country look like a joke. I just got pulled to that 9/11 again. So, but it is a problem with the girl, raped and murdered, and it is, an immigrant. But here's the thing, guys. We have bad people that aren't immigrants doing that shit too. I know they're pointing out all this stuff because of politics, but you really got to go with your gut on this one. I would think it'd be a logical move, but I'm hearing an intuitional. Use your intuition here with picking and choosing. And this read underneath does talk about a very serious decision that needs to be made. And it's not just Matrix, guys. It can involve the Matrix, right? But $6:30. All right, we'll get back into this after. I gotta shower and head up to the hospital. Mom's in the hospital. So that's why I didn't come back yesterday for the reading. Lots going on. It might be a little inconsistent until things are situated, but she also has pneumonia. And what do you call it? A pleural infusion, which she already had. It's a scary time for us right now. So gonna jump in the shower and head up there, and then I'll be back around after lunch. I love you guys so much. Have a great day. Bye.